Technically, I just work front desk, standing by a black Dell computer, sitting on a marbled counter. I wear old beat up running shoes, a pair of leggings, and a black t shirt that reads staff on the back. I wipe down sweaty machines, go up and down the main floor, sweeping and mopping, and I check the women's restroom every hour to make sure that there's toilet paper and seat covers. But I work towards something bigger than that. I work towards helping people reach their goals, fitness goals, that is. And I work towards making my community a healthier place, which is one of my goals. I work at Powerhouse Gym Watsonville. It's a small gym owned by a small family, but it's making big changes. I sell gym memberships to people with chiseled six packs, veins popping out of their arms, and a Nike swoosh on every article of clothing that they're wearing. But I also sell gym memberships to people over 200 pounds who don't know the difference between their bicep and their tricep. Those people walk in with hope, with motivation, and at times fear in their eyes. Fears that they'll hop on the treadmill and have to ask me how to use it. Fear that they'll walk over to the weightlifting area and they won't be able to complete not one set with our smallest size dumbbell. Fear that the person behind them is laughing or making fun at them while they work out. I feel so accomplished when I sell a gym membership. Not just because I make $10 in commission, but because I know that that person is making one small step towards a healthier life. Throughout this class, I've clearly said that working out is super beneficial. My last speech specifically went over just some of the many benefits. And I didn't use a word that I'll be using a lot here, which maybe I should have, which was obesity. Obesity is kind of the opposite of that, though. It's usually comes from people practicing unhealthy trends, like the lack of exercise and eating a lot of junk food. As we know, here in America, there is a drive-through pretty much on every single block. So we know it's something popular, a very unhealthy trend of ours. So let's just say obesity is no stranger to this nation. And what is obesity exactly? People think that it's something you can see. They can look at someone and know whether they're obese or not. But it's important to remember that there are specific statistics attached to the word obesity. Mayo Clinic says it's a complex disease that involves an excessive amount of fat. It's not just a cosmetic concern. It's a medical problem that could lead to more medical problems, like heart issues, high blood pressure, and different forms of cancer. Some people actually interchange the word obese and overweight, but it's important to know that they're different. TorranceMemorial.org explained that they're similar, but not exactly the same. BMI is crucial when you want to differentiate the two. Usually, when you are 25 to 30 on your BMI, you're considered overweight by a doctor. But when your body mass index is over 30, a lot of the time they'll describe you as obese. So it's important to know so that you can place your patient or that person on the health spectrum and know exactly where they're at. And that's obese medically. But what is it socially? As American students, I think it's super important that we know just how big the problem is, because we probably know people that are obese. CDC FastStat says that 40% of people over 20 are obese. We're almost halfway there. It's a super scary but true statistic. And that's just people over 20. But we need to make sure we don't forget that this can affect anyone at any age. Don't forget the kids. They can also be obese. NCBI article that I studied said that the prevalence of childhood obesity has increased dramatically throughout the last decade. Their number continues to rise just like ours. Kids Health explains that they're at risk for medical problems, and obesity means that they're overweight at that time, but when they're older, many problems can stay with them in their future. And children are the future, so it's important to make sure that they're as healthy as can be, because eventually they'll need to take our roles when they become adults and the time comes. And we need to make sure that our nation is healthy, from the infants all the way to the seniors. And here are a few ways how. Of course, working out and a good diet usually just equal health. And never forget happiness. If we do things that make us happy, we won't need to turn to food for comfort. And we can replace that slice of chocolate cake with something else that's even better for us. I interviewed my boss, Bernie Renteria, which also owns the gym. He's a kinesiology major like me, a personal trainer, an inspiration to myself, and I know many of the members as well. He prioritizes working out, and his health is very important to him. So I thought he was a perfect candidate to discuss this topic with. When I asked him questions and interviewed him, at the end of the day, he kept it very simple. He said when one is obese, one must lose weight/fat. When one wants to lose weight and fat, one must exercise. And it sounds super simple and super easy, but a lot of the times it really is. And as I've said throughout this semester, the magic happens when exercise becomes a part of your lifestyle. That's the most important. And you'll feel the difference. If someone's overweight, it's also good to push them towards a calorie deficit diet because that may help them drop some pounds. And a calorie deficit diet is essentially when you burn more calories than you intake through food, especially fast food and junk food. And never leave your mind out. Your brain is just as important in all of this. The CDC article that I studied, titled Obesity and Its Consequences, said that obesity may lead to mental illnesses like clinical depression, anxiety, and many more struggles that we would put our mind through. And it could lead to people feeling insecure and unhappy, which is something nobody wants. So we have to take care of our bodies, what we feed them, and what we feed our brains too. Basically, obesity affects everyone. Our nation, our friends, our family, and it can affect us if we don't take care of ourselves and of each other. Everyone should make working out a lifestyle. They should eat right and prioritize health in every way possible. We can help others by reaching out to our community. We can promote local marathons, triathlons, Zumbathons, anything that keeps the people around you active. We should ensure that the kids in this nation are getting recess time and proper physical education courses to show that exercise can be fun and tell them just how good it is for them. You can sign up to the gym. You can take friends, family with you. If you sign up to mine, I'll even give you a discount because I know that sometimes we need some extra motivation to go there. So in order to thrive, we need to be healthy. So I may just work at a gym as a front desk person, but I really do think it's much more than just that title. I see 14 to 65-year-olds, some that are skinny, some that are fit, but most of them are overweight. I've seen kids get bullied because of their weight or how they look, and I'm sure you've seen it too. So let's go out and make it a priority to make everyone happy and healthy. We can help stop spread obesity through the nation. Thank you.